All right, all right, all right. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I will turn that up to max and then turn this down a little bit so that way you guys can ask me questions directly. This is a standard call here. I've got an overpair, plus I do have a queen high spades. This gentleman or player happens to be really tight, so he probably has an 8. Probably does not have a full house that would be checked, but he probably has ace 8, so he's probably going to bet river here. And oh, no. Oh, wow. Well, that's going to happen. It's a little frustrating. There's a few big hands that were on here where this kept timing out. One of them was like aces, things like that. But that's because I'm trying to do both Poker Stars and this one. Um, just because there's a $10 like 10K guarantee tournament going on Poker Stars. So just checking this back. Yeah, kings. I figured he probably had an overpair of my overpair. So just keep in mind that there is a 3-minute delay, um, and that's for obvious reasons. Cuddle time with the check raise. I don't know if that's a good card or a card that gets us in trouble. I think it's a good card for us. If they both check really quickly, that means one of them has like 2 pair, one of them has a straight draw or a wrap draw. That's what it usually means. Yeah, so ends up being a good card. Yeah, 100% of whatever I win tonight is going to go to the Weaver family. So um, both parents were on their way to, I believe it was their son's basketball game, and died in a car accident due to the weather, because the weather up here is snow on that night. We wake up with pocket jacks here. This is nice. We've got a raise. Strange way to raise. 36.48. Just gonna 3-bet small here because we are on the button. And if he does go crazy and does a 4-bet, it does allow me to fold. So, what would we do? 9,600. So, just gonna down bet a smidge. Pot control check. Pair the board. Okay, puts a club out there. All right, so if he bets, I call. If he checks, I value bet to target 7s through 10s and maybe ace high. So we're going to put in a value. So this targets 7s through 10s and ace high. So I get a call out of it. So apparently I know how to play No Limit Texas Hold'em too. Alright, I am going to check the comments as I think it's been about 3 minutes now. Let me know if you guys can hear me or if the sound is just like absolutely atrocious. There's a huge delay. Um, Alrighty. Yeah, the outpouring support from the community, both in my situation and with the Weaver family, has been quite amazing, quite substantial. Um, I picked up a bunch of subscribers, as you guys might have noticed, and there was just a lot of people who kept messaging me saying, "Hey, I'm subbing to support you." There's a couple people who posted it on Facebook too, but I thought that was really cool, you know. So I guess in a way, this is like my way of saying thanks and doing something nice at the same time, which I think is pretty baller. This will be hilarious if we bank this tournament, though. And it'll be hilarious if I win like $1,000 here. But it'll go to a good cause. What better way to do it than to live stream it? Because then it's verified. I only have 2 buy-ins on this tournament, but it's just like a $10 tournament, so. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know if you guys have any questions about anything, or if the volume is really bad, really good. Be more than happy to answer as to the best of the ability that I can on whatever you guys have questions about. Ha. Doing a puzzle while I'm playing. I'm getting pretty good on this. Good. Matthias Hansen says you guys can hear me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I mentioned this to the people at the table, but it was funny because my probation said that I could ignore paragraph 1, and the judge even kind of hinted like, I'm giving you probation because it's required. And my dog apparently needs to go outside. But paragraph 1 is like, allows you to do all the things that are normally legal in the state of Michigan. So, all right, we're gonna bet half pot. Rupert, you need to go out. Why was he barking? Ooh, we got a little value there on that hand, on the no limit hand. Oh, he's barking because he wants a treat. Well, that's not going to happen. He's only got 10 bigs. I think this is where I need to call. I probably should re-raise, but I'm just going to call here. Okay. That's an interesting flop. Wow, deuce. Hey, there we go. We got another one. I'm going to mute the microphone just for a minute. I didn't know. Wow, that's a pretty good flop. All right, microphone is back on. Sorry about that. Just had to take care of the dogs for a little bit. Oh my God, it is literally 2 degrees below zero outside up here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. 2 degrees below zero. That is cold. Like, that's like, it's cold when people from the north are like, yeah, that's cold. That's just too cold. It's like cold hearted. Normally I would say like my ex-wife, but my ex-wife really wasn't cold hearted. But well, to some people she was, I suppose. Okay, I hope this doesn't continue to time out. Okay, that went from a raise to a call because I was worried it would time out. I like this hand as both a call or a raise in position. But yeah, as it turns out, the card gods decided we wanted to call this one. So either lucky for us or really unlucky for us. Maybe the toaster is interfering with my internet connection. 8-8 Jack. Actually favors my range a little bit. I haven't gotten out of line too much tonight. I did one hand against Wilfram, who is no longer on the table. Ooh, we have aces on a straddle. And position? Wow. Now, if I only get 3-bet here, I might consider it Christmas. No, not 3 callers, 3-bet. Okay, well. Wow, I'm pretty much blocking a full house. But it's hard to flop a set in Omaha, and it's hard to flop top set in Omaha. I was going to say, if we get it all in right here, I'm probably just going to EV chop. Wow, look at how many rivers. Oh my God. That's just a terrible bet because 3-4 will call me, but yeah. Well, I guess maybe we made the most money there. Again, the card gods. I mean, if I bet pot on the turn, I don't know if Noah calls. Like, maybe Noah had ace-5. I don't know if I can see him calling with a rivered ace-5 there. Or maybe he rivered a set of fives. So those are both hands where, when I check on the turn, I can see him calling. And like I said, maybe he rivered. I mean, I might even be able to see him call with a bottom 2 pair there in some cases. Not very many, but him and I have a little bit of a history, so I could. Oh wow! So we have a raise, a 3-bet, and a 4-bet. I don't like having 3 clubs. Okay, 4-bet out of position. I'm just gonna let that one go. I do not like this hand. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I don't know how many viewers there are right now because I gotta open up my phone and log in that way. And I don't want to do that while I keep getting this um, latency problem, this connectivity problem. Because if I log on to my YouTube account to see all the comments, it might stall me out. So here I'm looking at everybody's stack sizes. So I'm really targeting this guy right here. Um, Everybody else should be able to fold their hands. I mean, if this guy comes over the top, I'm going to have an issue. But he might go all in. Okay, so yeah, I'm okay with this. Ace-5 suited opening. Out of position. I mean, he's probably going to have a lot more like pocket sixes, pocket sevens that are going to like this board. Okay, he checks back, so I kind of like that, but I mean, you could have queen king. Like queen king's the only thing that I'm really beating. And yeah, half pot. I mean, this I don't feel like full reading somebody right now. Come on, puppies. Go, 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 go. My goodness, 2 degrees below zero outside. Let me tell you, when you open up the door to let the dogs out, you feel it. You definitely feel it. Oh my God, it's like just so cold. Why do people live up here? Milo, cut it out. I have 4 dogs and 2 cats, and right now we have one of the wiener dogs having a standoff with one of the cats. Wow, talk about 10 to 1 odds. Okay. I mean, no one raised. I might have the best hand here. Oh, it was just check it back. Yeah. Okay. Look at this hand. Had I been involved on the flop, wow. So my wife has an Etsy store that makes T-shirts, and we created a T-shirt the other night that says, "When in doubt, pot it out with a marijuana pot leaf." I will link that after this post. So if you wanted to order one of those shirts, I already ordered one. So when it gets here, trust me, I'm going to take a photo and display it for you guys. I think that would be cool. But if you're ever curious what a typical Monday night is for the professor, this is pretty much it. I get done working out. I go to this pound class that my wife teaches, and then come home, smoke a little bud, and you know, play some poker. Yeah. Ooh, I think I might have been good there had I called. So. You know, I was just thinking about the comment on why do you only have 9 or 10 viewers with, I think we're up to like 5 or 6K subscribers. You know, I was watching Poker Face Ash. She did a live thing
there was only like 20 people logged on. I think she's got like 20,000 subscribers, so I don't think it's that out of the realm of normal. And plus, it's a Sunday night. Or can you smoke? I didn't hear what you said. Oh my God, it's so cold outside. I keep letting my dogs in and out. Let me see what. Can I smoke that on parole? Actually, I can. Um, for those of you who don't know, the state of Michigan has medical marijuana and recreational marijuana. And if you're on probation and you have your medical marijuana card, you're okay. So, not only that, but like I said, the judge said I didn't have any substance issues. So if I wanted to have a beverage or two, I'm allowed to have that as well, adult beverages, which is pretty rare. It used to be when you went on probation, and keep in mind this is my first time being on probation. My dogs are just playing in the background. Um, but it used to be pretty standard that you couldn't. Hey guys, calm down. You couldn't. Well, that didn't work. You couldn't drink. You couldn't go into a casino. You couldn't go out of state. I'm still not allowed to go out of state unless I have work. So if I'm going to a poker game, I'm allowed to go out of state. Uh, if I'm going to a meetup game, I'm allowed to go out of state. I just have to let my probation officer know at all times uh, what my locations are going to be, like what city I'm going to be in, and then he was asking earlier, like which hotel I was going to be in, and things like that. So even when I'm going to be out of state, I have to let him know basically what address I'm going to be at, whether it's like my mother-in-law's house or if it's at a hotel. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to count the dogs to make sure they're all in because it is 2 degrees below zero outside. That is some really cold weather. All right, I think I have the best hand here. It's just there's so many river cards that I don't like, especially on a bomb pot. So I'm definitely calling this $9 bet because he could be doing it with sixes and tens. He could be doing it on a diamond draw, a heart draw, a straight draw. God, really? Like, I think I need a queen or a three. Everything else kills my hand. I could bluff at this and represent because I do have the queen blocker, but that still might be a good card for my hand. I mean, it was checked around on the flop. No, he's got queen ace. Ooh. Well, sometimes that's just going to happen. I'm getting back to my phone so I can see if you guys had any questions. Aw, thank you.
I just appreciate the viewers and the comments. And like over here, we're doing pretty well. We're up 360, which is great. And over here, we're doing pretty good. Registration is still open. I think this is the last level of registration being open. So the average stack's 100 grand. We're at 150. Sitting pretty good over here. Yeah, 175th pays $20. Wow. Ah, I timed out. Oh my god. Well, that was unfortunate. So I am going to see if we can get a few more viewers. I belong to probably like 30 different Facebook poker groups. And so this really favors our range. We have a super tight player here and somebody who is an incredibly good PLO player. Oh, wow. I think we have him dead to rights. The only way he calls this is if he picked up hearts with some BS in his hand. Okay. But yeah, I am going to copy the live stream, post it to a bunch of poker Facebook groups, and see if we can get some more viewers. You know? him a little bit of respect. Oh, completely whiff. He checks. So I'm just going to try buying it off of him. Yeah, there we go. We're up almost 400 bucks. All right, so we're on a break over here. I haven't played with this guy very much. I've played with him a lot. Hmm. All right, now that I posted on a bunch of different groups, let's see if we get a couple more viewers. Flop a straight here. And we have Runner clubs. So really the only thing that should call me is 2 pair or a set or 5-6, 4-6, some kind of combo. And now I lose half of those hands. So, and I lose even more hands. Oh boy. I mean, I still beat 4-6 and 5-6, but now if he's got hearts, yeah, it's just nice hand, Noah. Nice hand. 4-6-8-8. Okay, so I guess I could have bet on the turn, but he still calls on the turn because he has pocket eights, so he can still hit an 8 for the nut full house. Okay. Again, tighter player, show him a little bit more respect. And oh, did I time out? Oh, I timed out. Card gods don't want me to call there apparently. So maybe that means we got a bunch of new people watching the stream. I do have a link in the description. Oh, we got a couple more people. Have a link in the description of what happened. Essentially, the Weaver family up in our community in Escanaba, Michigan, which is just an hour away from Marquette, Michigan. Were driving to their kid's basketball game and died in a car accident because the weather was really bad. We've got a really good hand here. Oh, we got a gut shot straight draw. We do have a flush draw, and we have kind of an overpair with a pair of nines, so we've got a lot of equity in this hand. So, I mean, we're not going away with one bet yet. Matter of fact, I think, keep in mind it's a bomb pot. So on bomb pots, to start off, you can bet pretty small to thin the herd. Like you are going to get called by other draws. You're going to get called by Jack, Queen, King. You're going to get called by bigger clubs, but you're also going to get called by like 6, 7, 8, or maybe even like 9, 10x. So bottom 2 pair. So wow, now we have second nuts. So I think we're just gonna put out like a tiny feeler bet. It looks really suspect, I'll tell you that right now. Okay. I mean, even if he does have the king high flush, I suppose we could still hit an 8. I hit the call button, and did the card gods want me to fold this hand too? Oh, wow, that's actually a really timed out. I wish I had a little bit more time. If he does have the king high flush, I probably could have bluffed at it. Yeah, that's gross. So this guy just bet 18 bigs all in. Um, oh, this is a tough spot right here. $18 bigs usually is probably like ace jack. Maybe he has like pocket sevens. I think I have to call here. I'm gonna be beat some of the time. Some of the times I'm gonna be crushing. So, yay! We won a huge pot. That was pretty substantial. That was pretty substantial. So yeah, that bumped us up. I mean, blinds are 2 and 4,000, so now we've got 54, 55 big blinds, 56. This is a cheeky hand. Had I played it, a full house, some kind of combo draw like 4, 5, 6 or 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Well, now we're only up 300. That sucks. I already donated $100 to the family because I figured if I lost, I was still going to donate $100. And then if I do win, anything beyond $100 is just icing on the cake. So I really want to win this tournament for whatever it is, 1,800 or something for first 1.6K. That would be cool. Wow, Jigsaw just keeps open folding. Maybe he's. I think we have the best hand now. And I think we have to bet it. No one bet the flop. So I'm thinking if I bet that. Now I just realized that my big dog might still be outside. But don't worry, he's a great Pyrenees. I probably got called by a set of 5s here. Or a really small flush, that's my guess. Nope. Might have had like Queen 5 then, or Queen Deuce. Yeah, if you guys know anything about Great Pyrenees, they're really stubborn dogs and they love the cold. Like, if it's 30 degrees out there, he will want to stay out there for like 4 or 5 hours. I have to yell at him all the time to come in. Because I just. Yes. Yes, I do. It's a good question, but. Now, the reason why I lead out and bet here is because I've been known to be a loose cannon. So if somebody does have a 4, they're going to call me anyways. I mean, talk about flopping gin here. Oh boy, no one called me. Well, no one had a 4. So I know some people are like, you should check there. But if somebody's got like queens and the checks back and then a queen turns, and you're just punting a lot of money at that point. So, all the puppies are inside.
think I'm gonna grab a cutie. You know, it's really funny because I used to drink a decent amount. You know, I mean, I don't want to say what I used to drink on air. Like anytime playing poker, I would drink a little bit. Um, and you know, most weeks I'd probably play poker 4 or 5 days a week. But it wasn't like I get drunk. I just have like I like the taste of it. But what's funny is I haven't had anything to drink in like it's been a while. Like I haven't had anything to drink at my house. Uh, Look at all the straight draws here. Straight draw, flush draw, straight draw, any club, any three, any jack. But I haven't had anything to drink at my house for like in like 2.5 weeks. Instead, I've just been smoking pot. Um, and I've dropped a lot of weight. And the reason why is because when I get the munchies now, instead of grabbing a bag of Ruffles and eating the whole bag, I grab like cuties or a pineapple or some kind of fruit that is sweet. And yeah, started what's called the Mediterranean diet. So I'm trying to do that, be a little bit healthier, make healthier decisions and choices. Okay. Well, I'm not going anywhere here with jacks and a queen high flush draw. And we do have a quad draw with a four. Don't forget that quad draw, everybody. Oh my god, I see 1-4. Oh, he's really saying he's got aces, isn't he? But see, he has an SPR of like 1.5 to 1. So, I mean, against three people, I don't necessarily like it, but I don't hate it. Um, you know, so it's not the worst move. I could see doing it some of the time, probably like 50% of the time with a 1.5 SPR to 1. That's what my last video was on, was SPR ratios, particularly in live versus online. And you know, one thing I'll say that I think a lot of people misunderstood on my bankroll management video, you know, I said the minimum you should have is 10 to 15. I'd recommend more like 15 to 20 buy-ins. Plus, I said buy-ins, not big blinds. So if you're buying like most of the buy-ins that I'm used to, if you're buying into like a 1-3 game, you know, you should be able to buy in for 1,000 and in some cases $2,000. So it was more about the buy-ins, not big blinds. And I think I've had some people give me some flack on it because they're like, how can you survive on PLO with 10 to 15? And I'm like, well, don't get me wrong. In the video, I even said you're better off having something like 15 to 20. And I know some people are like, you should have 30 or 40. Of course, the more buy ins you have, the safer, more protected you are. Anybody who says otherwise doesn't understand math. But as a poker professional, yeah, you know, there's nothing wrong with going and even having 10 buy ins for a game and take a shot at something, you know, every once in a while. So. But yeah, people misunderstood that quite a bit. Wanted to set the record straight. Like that's supposed to be an 8 of clubs, but completely whipped. Which is unfortunate. Because that's a nice pot, $200. So yeah, I answered the question about can't remember what we were talking about. That's a really good card for Cuddle. That's a really bad hand. Doobie doo. Hmm. Puppies. Mm, yeah, not a good hand to call. Mm, don't hit much here. Oh, it lost like what 20,000 just in Annie's. What's the Annie's? 625 now. I mean, we're still sitting pretty. We're number 2 on the table, so number 45 in the tournament. All right, we're back to a 4 table here. Pretty nice. And we got some viewers watching. No longer full. We just lose Jigsaw. Don't like this hand. Oh, wow. Oh. Uh-oh, getting interesting. Oh. Back to a full table. The nice thing about this game here is it's a 20 to 500 buy-in. So the buy-in is it allows you to have, again, going back to the buy-in conversation. On a 50-cent $1, you want to think that the buy-in could be up to 500 bucks, but that's what it is. So it's not like most online places. The nice thing about this is so that way the table plays like a live table. So most of the time online, your goal is to win a lot of 10 big blind pots where you're going to win like, if you're playing 50 cent a dollar, you want to win a lot of $10 pots because that's how you'll just print money. You basically count how many $10 pots you won versus how many $10 pots you lost, and or 10 big blind pots that you won versus lost, and then you make an adjustment accordingly. If you find out that you're losing too many 10 big blind pots, and when I say 10, they don't have to be exactly 10, but around 10 big blinds, if you keep track of it and you find out that you're losing most of your 10 big blind pots, start playing more aggressive when it comes to pots that are 10 big blinds or less. And sure, that could turn into pots that are more than 10 big blinds, but the amount of pots that you're going to pick up because of your aggression will outweigh that. So I just pretty much anybody who's watching right now, and I think I saw 6 viewers, if you wanted a recipe on how to play PLO 6 max online and how to print money, that's basically it. Pay attention to the 10 big blind pots. Try staying away from big pots. Like, the only time you ever get involved in a big pot is if you have an absolute monster. Like here, I'm obviously going to call because a black 6 comes up, which there's only 3 of them. I'm only getting there, 6% of the time by the turn, 12%, 13% total if I go to the river.
But there, I just gave you a recipe on how to print money playing. Uh, why couldn't you be like the six of clubs? How to print money? Count your 10 big blind pots, um, and make adjustments accordingly. Oh, this guy just said ship it. Oh, well, because it's getting shipped to him. So if we make the money, we will have profited 24 cents, which, hey, whatever. All profits go towards the Weaver family. Wow, this was checked on the turn with a heart. I'm gonna bet like $8. And the only reason, the card guys wanted me to check is because if he has a small heart flush like 9 high, it could actually get him to fold. But he must have it. Oh boy. Well, I can't beat two of them. I can beat one, but not two. Yeah. So I was calling his bet, but and that's gross too, because even if I bet there, he calls me, so I end up saving money there. See, I end up saving money because I timed out and the card gods did not want me to call there. Who knew a timeout could save me $12? Well, these guys are really talking to each other, aren't they? Wow, oh wow. Tens and sevens with a club draw. It's pretty good right here. Uh, oh, what's the link to the stream? Well, 3 minute delay. No, 3 minute delay. What am I doing in this hand? This is not a good hand. You flop a gutter ball. So we'll call up to about $8. Maybe 12. Uh, see, sometimes that's why you bet pot. Because if he bets $8 or $12, I've got position and I'm calling. He bets pot. I don't have the right amount of odds with not knowing how many people are going to call behind, or do something like what Action Sam just did. Min click back. I'm gonna go crazy on this hand. I think this guy's raised my big blind like 3 times. Man, literally, we're right before the bubble.
So he's got to think I've got an absolute monster. He's either going in the tank because he's going to rip it all in and he's got a monster like aces or kings, or he's trying to save face and he's going to fold anyways. So kind of hoping he folds. Usually the longer this takes, the more likely they are to fold. But we shall see. Boom. Like, I don't know if he should have just taken all that time. That seemed a little like, dude, save yourself some time, bank. Oh, we're on the bubble. Look at this guy on the bubble with 9 big six, no, 8. Thinky. 8 times 5 is 40. So 7. 7 big blinds and reps it. Over here, we have a prayer and a hope. All right, I'm going to see if you guys ask any more questions. Because again, I live in the boonies. So if I try keeping this live, let's beat our meetup game. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, Core PT. All right, mute your poker stars. Oh, okay. I don't know how to mute the poker stars. This is when the audience says, okay, boomer. There's got to be a settings, right? There's got to be some kind of settings. I don't know how to mute poker stars. Settings? No. No. No, that's not. That's not. Poker Stars doesn't make that much noise. I can just turn down the volume of the desktop. There, that probably does better. There we go. There. Actually, that mutes all the things on the desktop. Yes, advertise this game. We're here every week. Yes, this is a juicy game. So if you guys are interested in joining us in this game, send myself or Donkfish a DM. We can get you all the details for that. But yeah, 100% of proceeds is going to the Weaver family. I put a link down below for their uh, GoFundMe page, and I know one of the guys said he donated $100. Oh, Teej right here said he donated $100, so that's pretty awesome. And look at this. This is called Good Karma. Donate $100. Dude's up $280. This is great. This right here is called Good Karma. See? And he did that before he started playing. And like the first hand, he gets it all in 4 ways action with Ace Ace. You had Ace Ace. I can't remember. Ace Ace 5-6 with diamonds and or no, yeah, Ace Ace 5-6, and I had Ace Deuce 5-6, but he had it with diamonds. I actually folded that hand. And uh, but he ended up getting a flush on the turn. So like he pretty much quadrupled up right away. So see, it just shows you if you put good karma out to the universe, good karma will come back. If TMM007 doesn't show that to you, I don't know what will. But he did. He messaged me and he's like, "Hey Josh, I donated $100 since you're streaming
for the Weaver family, and now the dude's up almost $300. I hope TMM. I hope you win tonight. I hope he has a nice big night. You know, it wouldn't even have to be. I mean, you know, winning anything would be awesome because it's just good karma. I'm a pretty big believer in karma. Like, I kind of do. I kind of don't. I don't want the delay in the stream to have issues. Uh, hey, we're in the money. It's 156 players left. We're just gonna limp here. I don't like limping, but we're out of position. Some other things. This hand's not even that connected. Like if you're a super tight player, like 10-10 King Deuce, like Donkfish might actually fold this hand, and I think like Poker Jesus might actually fold this hand. Um, but when you have a table that's really juicy like this, a lot of times it's okay to play with that because if you do hit, which isn't going to happen, but what, 1 out of 8 times, 1 out of 7.5 times, um, if you do hit, it pays off big. So now we're going to just turn this into a blocker bet, bluff. I mean, we've got pocket tens. We're okay with the call because we're just going to barrel the river no matter what, unless he raises here. But any call from either of these guys, I'm barreling the river unless it comes a pair, because really that's, I think even if a pair comes off, if it checks to me, I'll barrel again. So I'm okay with that. He's going to check. Because I could even have a hand like 6-10 here, especially since I limped. It's still hard for 5-6 to call. Yeah, and if he does have a set, it's really hard for him to call. So he literally, he put me on just pocket tens. Wow, good call. So I got to make sure there's a 3-minute delay on this. Oh. That would be kind of funny if it was like, oh no, you're live. I mean, funny, not funny. Definitely not funny. Oh, we got a gutter ball, three-way action, only one spade, blocking spades. Move back to our hearts. Oh God, pot size bet. Uh, yeah, now we're 148th. We haven't moved up in the pay bubble yet. But what is the next pay jump? It's going to be huge. It's going to go up almost $3.66. 135. Let's go. And for some reason, it's 2 degrees below zero outside, and my long-haired dachshund is ringing the bells, meaning she wants to go out. Oh, ace 10 versus ace 10. Under the gun versus blind. All right, we're at the $5,000 and $10,000 mark here. That's pretty cool. So we've got 22 bigs. Really? Do you know how cold it is out there, sweetheart? Okay, Muse, I'll let you outside. I know most poker streamers, I don't think they have dogs or they make sure somebody else watches the dogs. I don't know, I just decided to do this at the spur of the moment. Wasn't planned. You want to go outside too? Go ahead, Rupert. Go on. It's like 5 below out there. Go. 6 big blinds. God.
It's 50,000. I think I have to call here. I don't like it, but uh, I guess I don't have to call. Why'd the guy have to have ace nine versus my queen nine? Couldn't have. Doesn't matter. I guess I don't have to call, but. Oh, thanks, Noah. uh, I know it's funny. That's why, like, when people say, "Oh, you should change some things in your videos," um, I try. Oh yeah, no backsies. Trust me. That's part of the reason why I'm live streaming. I mean, one thing that people don't know about me, some people do obviously, but when my club got raided, um, I had an ATM machine in there with a substantial amount of money, and it wasn't my ATM machine. It was a friend of mine who owns and operates a bunch of ATM machines, and it was funny because I called him and I said, "Hey, your ATM machine's still at the club." And the first words out of his mouth was, "Are you kidding me, Josh?" He says, "I thought the ATM machine and all the money in it was long gone." He said, "I can't believe." He's like, "You could have literally just taken the ATM machine and all the money in it." And I said, "Well," I said, "I'm an honest guy. Just because the government doesn't like me at the current time doesn't mean that they have to not like you." And so that was one example of me being a good guy, even though I just got some really bad news. To top that off, if that doesn't warm your little hearts to donate to the Weaver family, I'm going to tell you another story. So, at my club, we had satellite tournaments where, you bought in and we set aside $540 out of every prize pool, and whoever won that tournament got a ticket to another tournament. And so, kind of like a steps program, but what we were doing is we were going to send somebody to San Diego, California on whoever won that second tournament. For every $5,000 that was in the prize pool, we were going to buy them in for $1,100, give them airfare, hotel, and $2,000 of spending money. And so when the club got raided, um, every single person who had won a ticket, every single person who won a ticket got their money back. So I don't know why I just potted there, but I got goosebumps telling the story because not a lot of people know that about me. But every single person who won a $540 ticket, I called up and I said, "Hey, I've got your money. Why don't you come meet me? I'll give you the $540." The last guy that I paid, which was like a week or two after my club got raided, was a guy who was at the casino. Matter of fact, he was an employee at the casino up here that you can go play cards at, and he literally said to me, he goes, "Josh, I thought all that money was gone." And I said, "No." I said, "One thing people will always tell you about me is if I owe you money, you're going to get paid." And he just said, "Wow, I really appreciate that, Josh." He goes, "You're a stand up guy." So if that story doesn't make you want to donate to the Weaver family, then yeah. Here, I think I just have to polarize my range. I think here, 13 bigs. He's limping. He's either limping with a weak ace, which is a huge amount of pressure on him, or he's limping with a. Oh wow, I did not expect that. Keep it red. Keep it red. Oh wow, I did not expect ace queen. Well, we got $3.90 going to the Weaver family from Poker Stars. So I am going to close out of Poker Stars. Um, Let me see if they've got any other tournaments.
And now PSC. So they have a $300 buy-in tournament. Uh, First place would be like 15K. That would be hilarious. 300 bucks. Oh, I don't want to max late reg. All right, I think I'm going to close out of the Poker Stars. There we go. And yeah, I will go to the second table here. Okay, now I can do that. There we go. So maybe we'll get two games going here. Doobie, doobie doo. So yeah, you can see here I'm a league player. I have a folder entitled Random Shit. All right, I like this hand. Ace, King, Queen, 5. Obviously, we'd like the 5 to be something better, like a 10 or a Jack. So I raise, we get the 3 bet. Now, this is when we start getting a pot, because I just have this feeling that a whole lot of people are going to call. Wow, that guy did not call. Call. Mm. Now, he min clicked it back. He knows I'm capable of having aces here and squeezing. He also knows I'm capable of having ace, king, queen and squeezing. God, this hand plays a lot better heads up than it does 5 ways. Uh, all right, I'll call. I still like it 5 ways. I mean, I would have liked it heads up way more. All right. Well, I hope you don't lose all your money on this other hand on the other table against me. That's a super dry flop. King 7-3. So this looks like I have a set of kings. Yeah, I should have just, I should have just 4 bet. He's either got a set of sevens or he's got king 7 or he has 4, 5, 6. So the way I look at it is I lose against 2 of the 3 hands that he could have. I do lose against a set of 3, so 3 of the 4 hands he has, and the other one's just a huge draw. So I was hoping to get rid of the hand after the flop. Okay, now somehow if I'm good here, then he might have the same hand I do, like ace, king, queen, jack. Yeah, I was thinking something else. Set of threes. Yeah, so yeah. I don't... See, and if I 4 bet there, he gets rid of the hand. So that's me not playing aggressive enough. Trying to play a little bit more conservative. And I knew it too. Pre-flop, I said this hand does not play well 5-way. It plays way better heads up. So I should have just gone with the numbers, but I don't know. Every once in a while, it's okay to play a little conservative. Plus, not everybody's used to seeing me play a little conservative. But from here on out, I'm just going to play. I don't know. I'm going to go with the flow. I don't want to say because I know there's a couple of guys at the table probably watching the stream. Like Noah, I'm sure it is. Thank you, Noah, by the way. I know it's a story. Noah just said he had no idea about that, and that's a story I don't share. Um, yeah. I know it'll be good. No, it'll be okay. I'm well aware, and I know you're going to see this 3 minutes from here. But it's funny because, like, even when Card Player Magazine interviewed me, I was like, "Yeah." I said, it's been a tremendous learning experience. I said, there's good things that can come from learning experiences, even if they put you in a temporary stranglehold or you know punishment, probation, whatever the case may be. So I did see some people were like chatting about it, and they're all like, "Oh no, the PLO professor's in trouble," and it's like, Yeah, I mean, all that stuff happened about 18 months ago. I really haven't talked about it much on the channel because I don't want my channel to be about that, you know? Um, but, I mean, I'm not going to not take the subscribers when they find out about that. And I think, if nothing else, like, yeah, at one point in time in my life, I owned a poker social club. If that doesn't show you that I'm committed to the game, I don't know what does. Like, if you can come up with something that's more committed than risking the possibility of going to jail over poker, I'm listening. You know, I'm sure there's people out there more committed to me. Don't get me wrong. There's got to be somebody out there who's more committed to me. As I just told you the story, you know, pretty humble person on some things. On some things, I'm not humble. Obviously, Big O, not not very humble on it. But on other things, I'm a pretty humble, straight shooter, straight shooter kind of guy. I'm putting together a puzzle in my puzzle room while I stream, and it might be time for some more medicine. We're up to 8 people watching. Again, I gotta go in and look. Uh, yes, Mike, I do coach. Um, and yeah, I always post my number so that way people can text about, or if you want to text me about it, you certainly can. Um, Obviously, you know, maybe like after the stream. Uh, Phoenix Webb said, "What are you thinking you for?" When the guy Michelle DeFranco said, or Michael DeFranco, I'm not sure if that's Michelle or Michael. Love watching you play live, Professor. I think that's Michelle DeFranco. I think they pronounce. I hope I didn't butcher your name. I'm bad with names, but yeah. So we'll see. Do we have other people? We have one player waiting. Hmm. But yeah, I do coach people. And Yeah, just shoot me a text, Mike. And I'm pretty flexible on my schedule. Uh, and I go over all, like, I tell people my coaching sessions are uh, anywhere from 40 to 80 minutes. I don't put a time frame on them because um, I just don't know what we get in, whether, you know, it depends. It just depends on what we get into. So, wow. I need to go like miracle, miracle, perfect, perfect. Even with top pair, I mean, I guess backdoor spades. I don't know. I don't like it 5 ways. Oh God, I turn a straight flush draw and an open-ended straight draw. Wow, I'm such a nit. I think I'm gonna go back to playing loose. Yeah, if I four bet that ace king queen, I win that hand. Oh boy, I can see it now. Here comes the eight of spades. Let me show him what I folded. Cuddle Time has to hate that, but he has to love the fact that there's a pot and 2 callers. If Cuddle Time has a set or a hard draw, he has to call. So maybe he only had 2 pair. It's going pretty good. I won $3.60 in the Poker Stars tournament, and right now I'm up 170 in cash. So right now I'm totally donating 180. I am out of the tournament. Yes.
We got 9 people watching now. I appreciate you guys logged in and watching. You know, I think it's like 2 below outside, isn't it? Yeah, it's ungodly cold. For the dogs? I know one of them was up here because I saw them like chewing on one of them, and I was like, "What?" And took it away from. I think Nova's sweater's up here. Yeah, in case you guys don't know, up here in the UP of Michigan, we get clothing for our dogs. Um, so when when it gets to be 2 and 3 degrees below zero, you get clothing. Now here's where I'm going to do probably a pot-sized bed, take it down. The reason why is I'm blocking top set. I do have backdoor clubs. You know what? I think I can actually find the same information if I bet $40 because the only person who's going to call me here might be a set of eights. This is such a dry board. I can see a set of eights calling, and if I get called here, I'm pretty much shutting it down unless it goes like a 10 of clubs. I can continue on. A 6 of clubs, I can continue on. But this should do the trick on a bomb pot. That is one nice thing here. Oh boy. Check raised. Oh, you must have had to set up, yeah, set of threes and said, let's run with it. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I hope I can donate. I hope I win money and am able to donate to the Weaver family. Don't know. I don't see him up here. What do we have here? Oh, we have the card gods are speaking. Okay, I just wanted to call. I just called to flop a straight. Oh, apparently no. Wow. All right. I gotta close the stream on my phone so I can't answer questions for a few minutes. Oh, and I would have flopped 2 pair, and I would have turned a gutter ball. That's gross. Couch. Nope, I don't see him in front of the couch either. Oh wow, look at this. Check raise. Maybe Noah turned a set of fours here. Or Noah's got some kind of combo draw like 2, 3, 4, 5 with clubs. Nice hand, Noah. He didn't want to show for the stream. Oh wow. 8, 9, 10, jack. You should tell us what you had for the stream, Noah, on that hand. If you remember 3 minutes from now. All right, we're definitely 3 betting this if either of these players raise. Not for any other reason than 8, 9, 10 jack is a strong hand or in middle position. Hopefully we don't get timed out this time. That would really suck.
So Action Sam is going in the tank here. Either that or my computer is delayed. Okay. Oh, that is not a good flop for our hand. I'm not even going to continue. I'm hoping a spade comes. Okay, we have a draw. Queen does favor our hand a lot. Oh, okay. Love you too. Uh-oh, we got three people at the table. Oh wow, we flopped top set here. Well, we're not gonna slow play it. We'll throw the little $12 bet out there. Really hoping Action Sam check pots me here with a set of eights. Nope, I get no value with top set. Oh, that's gross. Wow, that sucked. That's okay. Uh, all right, I'm gonna check my messages here in just a second. Okay, we got two games going here, boys. I like this. This is awesome. I think I raised this, and then he three bet. All right, so this is kind of, I mean, block and Jack Queen. It looks like I have Jack Queen. I mean, we pretty much checked to the river. Oh my God. He's got 10 Jack. Okay, it's not that bad of a call. Oh, these guys are just going crazy now. And I've got six high. don't know what cuddle time has. I mean, it could be aces, aces, and like 10 jack queen. Oh, if there's two callers, give me my cards back. I'll call, I'll call. Oh boy. Look at that flop. That's like my wheelhouse and everything. I mean, oh boy. Two, three, or yeah, a three, a five, a six, an eight. Wow. Kind of curious to see what the run out is. Oh, that's gross. All right, well, I turn the nuts here. I don't have any. Oh, I don't have the nuts. I'm sorry. I have the second nuts. Nuts is 9-10. But I bet the flop, so. Oh. Yeah, I guess I could have called there. All right. So. Uh, hmm. Uh, all right, now I'm going to check the chat. My apologies. Again, I know it's a 3-minute delay, and then when I check the chat, I get a little bit of a delay here, but doing that in between. What do I think about his game? All right. All right. I'm not sure. It sounded like somebody was asking what did he think about my play so far, and the guy said it seems pretty reasonable. Just gonna check that one. Just play it a little tight because I am out of position. Even though I do pick up diamonds, I have 3 diamonds in my hand, so I do have a pair of sevens, which I don't mind it checking through. I got 2 pairs, so this is pretty much just a bluff catcher. I think I should have the best hand unless somebody's got queen five or king five. Queen five. So hmm. Oh boy, just realized I've got the window open. Whoa. Boy, El Convict looks like he's crushing it here. What is El Convict up? Wow, Action Sam is crushing it. Look at that. So that's pretty cool.
Well, this is cool. We almost got two full tables. Well, I mean, five-handed and eight-handed, but that's cool. Mm. This is not a hand I'd call out of position. I'm only calling this because I'm on the button. And Wolfram and Action Sam have been playing a little tight tonight, so if they both check, even if I miss, I have an opportunity to bet pot. When so we flopped a gut shot, and that really favors my range on a raise into three bet and call. So I'm going to fire at this at least twice. In the past, Wolfram has gotten sticky, so I might pot check pot. Okay, so and by no stretch of the imagination am I criticizing Sam's or Will's play or play style. I just know with my play style, if I don't bet pot there, I cannot possibly be a profitable player with my type of play style. Like there are times where the flop is just gonna favor my play style. Like yeah, it'll favor my range, but it will favor my play style as well. Now here's an opportunity where I could actually try buying it, but I'm gonna check because if Noah bets half pot, I can still call. Okay. Now I'm really regretting that betting the flop. Like I was thinking about betting 20, but we still might have the best hand. Not only that, but look at this. We have a secret, like straight flush possibility. I mean, it's not a secret, but oh man. Um, you're welcome, Sam. But hopefully we can hit this straight flush here. Um, thanks. I appreciate that, Noah. Uh, I'm doing my best here, you know. Well, we might have the best hand here. I mean, we have a total random hand. I don't think we have the best hand. I think somebody's gonna have like tens or jacks here. But yeah, you know, I do my best what I can and just keep moving forward. You know, I'm kind of like a firm believer of Meet the Robinsons. You know, if all you do is look in the past, you're not gonna get anywhere. You got to keep moving forward. Whatever that famous line quote is. All right, so he might have quad sevens too, but I know he's not getting any more of my money on this pot. That's for sure. You got it all on the bomb pot. I hope he shows for the stream like 677. That would be funny. Oh, we have a min click raise. There, I'll encourage them to show. Oh, maybe he's got quad sixes and he's got quad sevens. Oh, isn't this cheeky? Or does he have quad sevens and he's got quad sixes? If he repots it, he's only doing it with quad sevens. If he flats, it's because he's got quad sixes. Oh my god, that's what he has. He has quad sixes. Oh wow. 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 No way. I don't think he had quad sixes. I think he had kings and then just trying to save face. These hands right here will get you into tricky and sticky situations because even though you do have two flush draws, like they're not
strong flush draws, and even though you have two straight draws, they're gappers and they're not that straight. Like you literally have to flop perfectly. Even if 7 8 9 comes out, 10 jack still beats you. So if you ever play a hand like this, just proceed with extreme caution or know your opponent really well. Or just have a feeling. This is about the best flop we could hope for with this hand. We have top pair, we have a gutter ball, and then we have all these two pair draws. And even if somebody flopped like a set of fours here, it's still tough to call two, maybe three barrels. But no matter what, we still have equity. If five comes up, we bank it. Um, yeah, and we have backdoor spades. We might have the best hand. And even if somebody's just has a pair of queens, it's still a tough call. All right, so he's interested. Now we have top two pair. He checks, signifying that he's either got like a set of fours or he's got like queen four. So we're actually going to bet pot for two reasons. If he's got a set of fours, we can get him out. Queen four, we can get him out too. Um, so yeah, that played pretty well. Okay, we have a gut shot straight draw here on a bomb pot. Nothing much going on this table. What happened to Jigsaw and Dunkfish? Are they just watching? Jigsaw. Uh, Hand plays really well heads up if the ace is suited. Uh, Picking up clubs does not really add much value. Comes out, so that's the other thing. It's like, oh, Action Sam, check pots it. Noticing a trim here on Action Sam that he'll buy in for 100 and then he try check potting it and getting into a good SPR ratio for him, bad SPR ratio for his opponents, and then he runs it up like over here. It's actually working for him, which is kind of cool. See, this is what I love about Parliament Omaha, guys. You can have different strategies. Like you could be like me, just buy in for max, or you could be like this guy and then run it up. I mean, this is the great game of Parliament Omaha. There's like 1,000 different ways you can play the game appropriately. And the best thing is you got to do what works for you and what makes you feel like that your comfort level is within. All right, I'm going to check the messages again, so hopefully I don't time out. And I am a little buzzed, if you couldn't tell, but that's okay. All right. Do I think online is very difficult? Generally speaking, yes. Um, yes. And I'll keep the chat open. But yeah, generally speaking, yes. Uh, Most of the time, because a lot of sites are six max, and six max takes quite a large adjustment. One of the things I said earlier is if you want to consistently beat online, count how many 10 big blind pots you're winning compared to how many 10 big blind pots you're losing. If you're losing a lot more 10 big blind pots, like say out of 110 big blind pots, you're only winning 40 of them. Uh, if you adjust that and be much more aggressive on your pots that are around 10 big blinds, then you end up crushing online. But if you don't know that formula ahead of time, like if you're just taking guesswork out of it, like if you're just guessing, um, then I think online is really hard to beat because you have to figure out some kind of formula that you've found that just for whatever reason like works and fits in the matrix. Like my formula, and I grind 50 cent a dollar a lot. I don't like to play much bigger than 1-2 online just because of collusion or the possibility of collusion. Not that people won't collude at 50 cent a dollar or 1-2, but I've just found, even when you talk to like the people who used to own Ultimate Bet, or you look at some famous people that have colluded online, and I can't think of some of their names, but I know it's a variety of people, and so that's why I like to stick to about 50 cent a dollar or 1-2 because at that level, if you're colluding and you need to win $100 off of me that bad, just you could have probably just asked, and I just probably would have given it to you. But yeah, so but yeah, so if you don't know that formula, again, going after 10 big blind pots and making adjustments for 10 big blind pots, then I think online is very tricky and very hard to beat because you're trying to find some kind of formula that works for you. Um, so yeah, I think generally speaking, it's a lot more difficult than live. Uh, all right, well, I do have a six, so it's really hard for him to have 6, 7. Uh, but he might also realize that's the only way he can win the hand. Okay. I was gonna say I had that six just in case he wanted to bluff. I was pretty much gonna call him. Okay, raise out a lucky Noah from the button. Ooh, we have just a standard pot size bet on his straddle nonetheless, or his big blind. Oh, I raised once because it was supposed to be my straddle, so I'm okay with this. Yeah, nope. I'm not going. I'm done with this hand, even though I have a three. This hand, though, I have a lot of interest in it. Ooh, do we take the freebie? Oh wow, this is pretty dangerous. Yeah, you know what? I think we're just gonna mix it in a little bit. Every once in a while, it's okay to take the freebie. Hmm. Well, he picked up a pair of fours. Hmm. I think we have to call here. Yeah, six is going to be really good for us. Queen, not so much. Um, God, there comes a time when you're playing poker and you know the only way you can win the hand is by betting it. Oh boy, he was sticky tonight. Will, you were sticky tonight. I don't even think about I think if I bet it, I'm just punting $150. Yeah, against aces. I think he has to call there too. Like, I'm fairly certain I'm punting there if I bet pot. I think he definitely calls there. I mean, he's the last one to call, and the river did pretty much miss everything. Like a queen doesn't change texture on the board. Like even in Omaha, the queen should never should very rarely change anything. You know, so yeah, I think a lot of the same players week in and week out. So, and I shouldn't say our game, but the game here is you get a lot of the same players, and so you get to know some of their tendencies. Um, yeah. Ooh, Noah with a check raise on an ace 8 9 3 board. Now, I was not paying attention to see if there was a three bet pre, but I was going to say neither one of them's got to have a flush draw because I've got three spades. I mean, I've set over set of eights versus a straight draw. So check raise is a semi bluff. I don't mind it. I would have rather liked to see it with a 6 7 10, just or like a 5 6 7, even if it's a bottom wrap. But I don't mind it. And then when he misses, it goes check check. That's pretty standard. Because if he hits and he bets pot, he might get called there too. I'll check back on the chat here in 5 or 10 minutes or so. But do, 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 do. Uh, Two pair here. Bottom two pair. Three-way. I don't mind betting here to like, because I think, yeah, this favors my range. Or to find out where I'm at. I read a little thing on Bill Gaffon said, don't bet to find out where you're at. Bet because it favors your range. You know. So in this situation, I'm going to say that four really favors my range. I tried to bet pot. Especially with blockers. Like if I can't bet pot here, ugh, gross. It checked. Well, now I have to check pot. Yeah, sorry, Cuddle. I mean, it looks like I have the nuts. So maybe he saves the $60. No. Oh my God, I'm actually ahead. I'm actually ahead. What does he have? He has 8, 9, and I have two pairs. So he needs a 5, an 8, or a 10. Okay, let's run it three times. Maybe. Yeah, run it three times. I think that's fair. Oh my God, he gets a 5. Or he gets an 8 on the second one. Oh my God. Oh wait, what did I have on the? Oh, on the 8, I end up having a straight. Okay, so I misread that. Oh boy. Here I was a little stoned. Here I thought he sucked out on me twice. Oh my God, Cuddle, when you watch that, you're going to be cracking up. I got to tell him now. Oh my God, that was pretty funny. Oh, I was like, I ran it once, three times where my guy had three, or no, he had four outs, where he had like two outs, or he had to go runner, runner, perfect, perfect, and I lost all three of them. I thought that was hilarious one time, running it three times. I was just like, oh my God. So, uh, flopping three pair here. The only thing that's calling me are like diamonds or like a high end wrap. Um, so if like a black 8 or lower comes out, we're good. Oh, well, now I lose to Jack 10 Jack Queen. Oh, that's such a low bet. He might have like kings and tens with diamonds or aces and tens with diamonds. He might even have ace king with diamonds. Well, the card gods made me fold. Okay. Oh, I figured somewhat to that effect. Ooh, look at us flopping middle set, super dry board, in a bomb pot. So, Action Sam does like to check raise. Look, you know he likes to check raise on draws. So if he's got an inside draw like three or a wrap 3-4-6, ace 3-4, 6-7-8, he's check raising. Cuddle time, yeah, he's got like a 2-to-1 SPR, so he doesn't have much wiggle room. If he's got some kind of combo draw, like a pair and a gutter ball, he should be getting it in here. Over here, we have a rundown. I love these hands. These are smash or pass hands. You either smash them out of the park, like home run style, or you pass. So I don't mind Cuddle calling here. Okay, and I don't mind Loki calling here. That's a pretty good turn. It does, block some of my full house outs. Okay, well, he just check insta jam. Hopefully, he doesn't have a set of nines. He's got queens and nines and deuces. Oh, wow. And I have queens. So I'm blocking some of his outs with having a queen. So let's run it three times. Oh, I'm definitely calling over here. Oh my God, we smashed this one. So that one we win once, we win twice, and we win all three. So that was a good hand for us on a bomb pot too. So here we have a bet and a raise, and we're gonna play a big one. We are gonna play a big one. Oh boy. I could be behind over here. If he's got a draw, I'm probably taking an EV chop. I mean, I'm blocking some of his outs with the queen and the eight. But this is a big one. I hope we win for the Weaver family. He knows I'm not messing around. I'm cracking up because I think him and I might have the same hand. He might have 9, 10, Jack, Queen. Oh my God, what is he? Top set good? Oh, does he? Oh, do I have top set or does he have top set? He knows even if he has top set, it's hard for him to call because I could have 8, Jack, Queen. Oh, if he's got top set, I am crushed. Oh no. It's on the stream. I kind of hold he folds. I think he might have set of nines. Oh, he calls. What does he have? He has a set of threes. He has a set of threes. I can EV chop and lose money, but let's run it 3 times. He has a set of threes. Wow. He only wants to run it once. Oh, he EV chopped. Oh, that's so gross. Oh, oh boy. Nice hand. Ugh, that was unfortunate. That was a big pot, though. I mean, 11, 1200 bucks. Wow. Ah. Uh, so yeah, I could have EV chopped and gotten $400 back, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm still drawing, like I said, was it 40% of the time, so I'm okay with that. I mean, I put in 475 to win an $1,100 pot. So, let's see here. And he had a set of threes, so it's a good call on his part. Mm. Mm. What do we flop over here? Nothing. So yeah, I'll actually check the comments in about 5 minutes after that big hand because I want to see what you guys say in the chat. So I'll check when it says 11:30. Well, this is where it plays like a live game. Oh, that's a bad flop. Ace 6 6. Hmm. Man, it's a good flop for his hand. All right. Ace King 6 8. Oops, meant to raise there, but that's okay. Done with this hand here. All right. No hearts in my hand. Here I'm just trying to get random folds from like jacks, queens, nines. That way it doesn't turn, they don't turn a set. Because if somebody does call, I'll just be up against like a heart draw. If they raise, then it's obviously a combo draw. So like Cuddle here has like, he might have like ace 10 jack with hearts or something like that. Or could even have a set there. Um, it's not a bad straddle hand.
Ace 3 4 4. This is a good hand. Oh, sorry, I was reading a text message from somebody with one of my brothers. All right, what time is it? Almost time to check because it's been a few minutes after that big hand. Check the chat here. What am I doing? Checking the chat. Back to a full table. Do I think poker sites are good at detecting real-time assistance? I think PokerStars does a good job of it. I know PokerStars is usually rated the best, or in the past they were the best. Um, so I think some do a better job than others. I don't have too much connectivity in this hand. It's a raise and a three bet. Tim Ryan just claimed on Bill Maher's show that you can reverse diabetes. What? That's insane. I mean, unless it's true. And even if it's true, that's insane. Interesting. Hmm. Well, where are we at now? I think I'm down like 470. Well, I already donated $100 to the Weaver family before the game started, just in case I ended up having a losing session. But I think over here I'm up like 200, aren't I? So yeah, so we're we're within the realm of getting back to even. It's definitely a possibility. I mean, we do have the right players. Plus, I won $3.50 on Poker Stars, so we have to factor that in too. I know it's not a lot, but every little bit helps. Hmm. So let's see if we can run this back up. That was a really good call by El Convict. Oh God! Talk about a redraw. Queen King Ace with hearts. He's free rolling. Yeah, he thought he was free rolling them. Wow. Like, what a dream spot. Oh, and he gets there. Wow. Good job, Action Sam. In position, I like this hand. Obviously, I'd rather have the ace be suited, or I'd rather be double suited. But I like this hand in position, and I particularly prefer it heads up versus three versus four way. I don't mind it three way. So it just ends up folding. That works too. I always say I'd rather win a small pot pre-flop than lose all my chips. Sometimes people get upset when, like, particularly in no limit hold'em, if they have like aces or kings and they, you're playing on like a 2-5 table or a 1-3 or whatever, they make it $20 and everybody ends up folding and then they get upset. I'm like, look, you won a limp and the blinds, you won whatever, $7 if it's a 1-3 table. You know, that's I'd rather win $7 than lose, 200 or 300. I mean, that's always one way to look at it. You always got to look at the silver lining. Boy, I liked this hand. I was calling a 3 bet, then another 4 bet. Action Sam, last time he did that, he 3 bet, he had aces. And I don't like that hand against aces. Wow. I'm just making all the wrong decisions because a pair with the nut straight draw and 3 overs isn't that bad. His SPR is 0.5 to 1, so I'd have to call that. And actually, both of their SPRs are less than 1 to 1, so I would have called this. Interesting. And wow, I would have been okay with my chances. Not really, no, because I'd need an 8 or a 10 or a 4. So 7, 8, 9 outs. Yeah, I'm still getting there 30 some percent of the time. Yeah, I guess I'd still be okay with that. Cheeky. And I would have ended up losing. This is a nice hand to 3 bet with. I'm going to keep it a little bit on the smaller side. Just in case he has a monster and he 4 bets, I'll still be able to call. Because this is not a hand I'm intending on folding, even if it gets up to like $70, $80. We're on a bomb pot. I'm on the button. I have a pair of nines and a diamond. So yeah, even if he pots it, I'm definitely calling. I'm not going to repot it because this plays really well 5 or 6 ways. All right. So I'm okay with whatever he wants to do. And we flop the nuts. Why? Why couldn't you come back and 4-bet it? Not only do we flop the nuts, we do have a pair of sevens. So we are blocking some full houses. We do have a backdoor full house draw, so this is a hand that I'm going to try to look a little weakened. So I'm going to bet like $30. I'm praying that Cuddle Time has like a set of nines or a set of fives and he rips it because I might actually get other people to call. Okay, so plan A is working. Now we want call, call, call. We want all the callers in this hand. And now it looks great because it doesn't look like I have the nuts, but please one of these guys call so I can repop it. Okay. This is just a cooler for Cuddle Time. Oh, he's got the same hand. So I have a little bit of equity because I have clubs and a backdoor full house. That's a 7-4. So we pick up a club draw. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. That is a cooler for Cuddle Time. Oh, at least it's going to a good cause. All right. So 3 ways in this pot. I like this hand. I like this hand. This hand, I think I'm just going to bet pretty much what I did on the flop. Reason being is because I'm going to get queens to call. I'm going to get kings to call.
Somebody who has a draw like 10 jack king to call, set of queens, queens full is going to call, and some nines are going to call and some nines are going to raise. So when you look at that range, you're saying, okay, so like if I got a queen to call, that's fine. If I got 10 jack to call, that's fine. If I got a wrap to call, I'm behind now. But I can still catch up. I can still hit a king or an ace on the river. Now I think I do have the best hand. I definitely have the best hand here. I got a lot of callers. That's a wet board. I'm betting that. This one, I think I'm just going to bet enough that kings will call. I think kings will call $12 here. Yep. So I'm pretty sure Action Sam had kings. Yep, and he's showing. So discipline. He's very disciplined there. Um, and we ended up winning this hand over here in the meantime. So we raised with the pocket kings and flop top set. And look at this. We're minus 216. I think we have a profit right now. We're back in the profit margin almost. Yeah, just a little bit. We're just a little bit. So hopefully we'll just go on some mad run here. And I would much rather be the story that I streamed this and won like $800 and donated that to the family than I streamed this and donated $100 and ended up losing or winning $50. you know. All right, I'm going to check the messages again. And again, my apologies by taking a few minutes in between. It's just otherwise it might end up lagging like in a substantial amount. If you don't have the straight draw with the two pair on 10-9-3, do you fold queen 10-9-8? Queen 10. Yeah, I mean the big reason why I jam there is because in the event he does have a set of threes, um, yeah, not only can I hit a full house, but I can hit a straight. So my combo draw just has so much equity. Like even though we got it all in, and I think I had a 40% chance, I think I was out $475 to win like an $1,100 pot. So, I'm basically getting the right equity there. Um, to be like a break even player, so to be a more profitable player. But you got to factor too. There's still profit in the way I played it because there are times when he's going to fold a set of threes. He did go in the tank um, quite extensively. So, I think he was probably going to fold a set of threes like 50% of the time. So I think in the long run, I think that's the right move because you're outright winning the hand 50% of the time, and then the other 50% of the time, you're going to have 40% equity in the hand. So I think that was the right move no matter what. Had I had another $100, I don't know if would have made him fold because I know the bet was like 170 and then I went all in for 475. So had I had 600, would he have folded? I don't know, maybe. Um, We'll just never know. The card gods did not want me to have an extra $100 at that time. Okay, I gotta stop this so that way this gets back up. So yeah, when I check the stream, that's when it delays pretty heavily. Huh. These guys are folding. When I check the comments on the stream. That's a pretty small bet. Like there's $36 in the pot. Oh God. Okay, even if he bets the same, I think I'm folding now. Like if he bets $4, I'll call. There's no way he's betting $4. Yeah. Oh, I wish I had another heart with this. Even though I'm out of position, I might three bet. Probably three bet if the button raises. Might three bet if the small blind raises, even though the small blind you'd presume would have a monster hand, which he could, but me see if I can raise and maybe get somebody to back 4-bet. That would be cheeky. Or back 3-bet. So we're going to straddle over here, 4-handed. Oh, I did not straddle. Well, that's all right. Ace, Jack, 10, 5, double suited. Look at the double suits on the El Professor. All right, so I'm the razor pre-flop, so I should have Ace X. I actually have middle pair. Do you have some runner possibilities? It's kind of a dry flop. Oh. I like Pete's hand. I will not call that. So I just punted $13. Set of deuces and aces and sixes. Wow. Look at all that equity I pick up on the turn. Set of deuces, good. And pocket kings heads up. Okay. We have a queen, we have pocket kings. What is he betting if he doesn't have a jack? Sam has to have a jack there. He could have aces too. But yeah, I just don't like the hand. Didn't like the contour or the texture of the board. Now, even though we're not suited in anything, we are raising this hand. I mean, obviously we have jacks, we have the button. So especially if the flop comes Jack XX, people will just be like, "Oh, the professor's just doing the button principle." It's one of the nice things about when people know that there's a good chance that you're going to bet pot on the button and you flop top set and you bet pot and then you get check potted. In this situation, that is not the case. And we do have pocket jacks with the jack of spades, and we do have a straight draw. So, like, if somebody bets, we can call. But if they check to me and I bet, what am I getting called by? Getting called by a spade draw. I'm getting called by better straight draws. But I am going to get some folds out of some over pairs, like queens and kings will fold out of here. If somebody had aces, I would have heard from them. So he's check potting it, probably with like a set of fours. So if we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 outs, getting there 25% of the time. This is how you figure out pot equity 25% of the time. So I got to call $48 to win 96. Not worth it. So that's okay. You're gonna have some people who will check pot. Yeah, I think that's one that you can check behind. I don't mind the check behind, and I don't mind a little bet like that. I knew by betting it, it was a risk that, what is somebody gonna just flat here with? A lot of nutted draws is what they might flat it there with, and then if check potting is usually like a bunch of sets and stuff like that. So here we have a bomb pot with a gutter ball. We have 2 gutter balls. So we need any 5, any 8, and of course any club, depending if they have clubs or not. And if, our 6 might be good too. So that is a really bad turn for us. So I'm going to check it back just in case he has clubs. And I'm going to hope I either get 2 pair or I get something that I can bluff at it if I completely miss. And he takes the advantage of, he might have hit ace X of clubs he might have a complete bluff. He shows the stone cold bluff. Oh, that's so funny, Noah. You're gonna crack up when you see it, and I'm like, oh, I talk about bluffing at it, and then you bluff at it. And I'm like, never mind, you stole the bluff opportunity. This is poker at its finest, and we're only four-handed, so that's the other cool part about it too. So, okay, I'm in late position here. Um, yeah, and we got some deep stacks in here, so I mean, I'd really like to flop quad fours against one of these guys having the nut full house. And well, lucky no, a check value raises. That's cheeky. Over here we have a club draw. Uh-oh, I'm not even reviewing the channel right now to comment on stuff, but I call here. Nope, wanted to call. There we go. Oh, a check. That is not the pair I wanted. Oh, it's not the pair I wanted either. I think I have to turn my hand into a bluff here. So I think I'm going to size up to 32. I think he has a flush, and this looks like I have jacks full, and or tens full. And the funny part is I even have a queen in my hand. So yeah, yeah. So well, it wasn't a bluff, but just in case it was my backup plan. Okay, ace jack of spades, pocket fours, cuddle time. Flop the nut flush draw. This one we're going to play a little differently. We're just going to check it. See if we can get some equity. Because the thing is if cuddle time has a king high spade draw here, then he's going to bet it anyways. Okay. Well, that does not help our cause. Oh, now if I call it, definitely looks like spades, but he could be doing it with the spades as well, and I can get bailed out with a four. Nope. I'm giving up on the hand. Because if he's got like king X of spades, he's, oh wow, he just had king, queen, jack. I might have been able to buy it on the river. Yeah, all he had was one pair. It was good bets. Ace, queen, 10, 3 on the button, four-handed. So four-handed, I'm going to open up my three betting range just a little bit for the most part. I won't any longer because now Lucky Noah, I'm sure, is watching the stream and just heard that. Well, 3 minutes from now, he'll hear that. But I flop absolutely nothing. So there's two ways you can play this. You can pretty much give up on the hand now, or you can just play it like you flop gen. Lucky Noah does like to bluff at some pots, so he might have bet if he had a draw. Nope. All right, well, I'm gonna see if I can get him to fold. I don't even have a heart in my hand. Oh boy. I think I just gotta go for it. I think I'm gonna make it a little bit more value heavy. Let me go 75 now. Let me go 120. Oh, don't time me out. It looks very value-y. Oh, Noah's going to be upset about that one. Whew. So he had top two pair and 8-9. Whew. Way to hang in there, Noah. I almost didn't bet that on the river. And so when the heart came on the turn and you called, I was like, oh boy. Like stone cold bluff. My heart was racing. I was like, oh no. Well, I'm glad a 6 or a 7 didn't come on the river because, well, if you bet, yeah, I probably bluff at it anyways. That was a pure, let's just triple barrel bluff there play. But going for a good cause, trying to get unstuck on this table. And a couple nice pots brewing. I mean, this little 50-cent dollar game, I mean, our pot sizes are pretty substantial. I mean, you guys saw 11, $1,300 pot. Um, and you can get in for as little as $20. So, all right, checking the messages. Thanks for the love. He almost folded 3-3. Yeah, that's kind of my point on that hand is I think 50% of the time he's folding 3-3. I think part of the reason why he called was he up or no? I think he was about even. Yeah, enjoying all the content. Can anyone join the club you're playing now? Sig of Fire Me Clothing. Uh, yeah, Matt, if you message. Hmm. So, alrighty. Uh-oh. Here I go, responding to things, and I flop a complete wrap with backdoor clubs. So, I'll play this one a little fast. I mean, maybe not $143 fast and do a $3 pot, but certainly if he raises, if he like min raises, I'll probably min click back. Okay, that's reasonable. Look at that. I end up with a 7-10 for a straight. Ooh, 6-7-10 jack on the button. Again, this is a hand that can get you in a lot of trouble, but this is kind of a smash or pass hand. Like, obviously, we're really hoping for an 8-9 flop, 8-9X. Talk about lots of draws, especially if there's one club and two diamonds or something like that. All right. He's three betting, full pot size bet. Cannot continue. Wouldn't be prudent. Not exactly a great hand, but for $1, well, just say for $1, I'll try out a lot of different things and watch a lot of different things. So $1 for 3 cards, that's like 33 cents a card. That's like a deal right there. So apparently I raised with this hand 10-10-8-6. We have a bet, a raise, and if a 5 gets there, I'm still not the nuts. So I don't like it out of position. In position, sometimes I can see a call, sometimes. Bum pot. All right, 3-bet by cuddle time. It's always important to keep track of who your 3-better is. And yeah, we have absolutely nothing on this hand. This hand, 4 ways. Now we have 2 pair. Not only that, but I have 2 tens, so I am blocking the nut straight. And I don't think anybody's got hearts. I think I could actually bet at this with the nut straight and represent hearts. All right, I'm gonna muck it. Just in case he's got like jack high hearts, queen high hearts. Maybe he gets sticky because it was checked on the flop. Maybe Noah bought it. I don't know. How's Noah doing on this table? He's up. Not bad. 10 Jack Queen Deuce double suited. I like it. Wow. Inside wrap draw with a heart draw, with the second nut heart draw. So we have 9 plus 9 minus 3. So we have 15 outs. Oh my god. 15 outs. We didn't get there on the turn. So we're going to check call anything here on the turn. Because we're getting there 30% of the time. Wow. That's gross. Yeah, I'm not even going to bluff at it. I know, the card gods are pausing. They're like, no, you have to check. That was gross. Wow. I think I lost the minimum. AC. 3 10s. Well, ugh. Nope. Ace, Queen, Jack, 4. Okay, late position in the cutoff. I like it. We have a straddle and a limper. Ace, King, 10, 5. 3 of the same suit. 4-handed. Oh, wow. We've got lots of action. What's 4-way action? Top 2 pair and a gut shot straight draw. Now, there are 2 clubs out there. Now, Noah's got $65. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bet 32. It looks like I'm super nutted. And because if he jams, I can repop it. So, it should send off warning bells. And now he check min clicks it. Okay, well, put an ace or a queen out here. So, oh, that's cheeky. I'm curious. I mean, there's a dead side pot, so if he's got Jack King, I can make the argument of betting because he could have like a set of tens, but that would be really, really rare that I would do that because he could also have clubs to go with it. It's a dead side pot. Oh wow, he has Jack King and clubs, and he had Jack King and clubs. Wow, that's. Whew. I'm glad I didn't have Jack King because he would have gotten another little pop out of me. Oh boy. This looks like a tilt raise. So I'd probably call with any 4 cards here. And it would have been nice if it was deuce 10 queen. I got 2 hearts. That's what, 2/3 pot? 36, yeah, so that's 2/3 pot. That means he's got something. Yeah, king's over here, 4-handed, out of position. I'm just gonna re-raisey daisy. Okay, Sam calls. And another call. I got, even though I have top pair and I have an over pair and technically I'm ahead of a lot of their hands right now, the only turn I like is like a black 4. So, like, I might even be ahead of Action Sam. Like, if he folds, I might just rip it in with Sam because I think Sam's doing it with all of his combo draws. Yeah, so I'm gonna see what these guys have. I mean, maybe a set versus the combo draw. So we got an overpair, gut shot, and hearts versus a wrap. Yeah, see, so like technically I'm ahead, but I'm behind. I gotta dodge the world. Now what's funny is they're holding a lot of their own out, same here. So this is actually that would have been like the most ideal situation. But look, even Queen King's ahead now. So yeah. We have blockers to the nuts. And the card gods wanted us to check. I was so focused over here. But yeah, that's again, that's just one of those situations where yeah, like you can say, "Oh, kings are ahead right now," but they're not that far ahead. Oh, and look at this. So over here, maybe the card gods did want me to like check it. That's just this is good karma right here, guys. This right here, good karma. Because I'm sure Action Sam has 6, 7. That would make the most amount of sense. Now you bet $12. Okay, that's rough. Okay, got that. And oh, I flopped the nuts over here. Uh-oh. Do, 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 do. And I got a call. Still have the nuts. Now I have clubs. So I'm wondering if he just has 7-10. If he's got 7-10 and he didn't believe me on the flop, he might not believe me on the turn. If he's got like, he might have 7, 8, 9, 10 or 7, 10, 10 jack, or he could have a set. So I still don't mind the bet. I mean, I could bet a little bit less, but if he doesn't believe me on the flop, he's probably not believing me on the turn. This is a good hand. It's a good starting hand as well. Do have an ace here and over here. There. We've had 3/4 here. Thought I was good there. Let's see, 5/6/6 king. Uh-oh, Cuddle Time's on the short stack with 20 bucks. And we flop Jen, a set of sixes, and a club draw. So I'm probably only going to bet like $3-4 here. Try looking weak. Because anybody with an ace might call. Kick it up to $4. Ooh, and a 9. 9's a pretty blank card. And I'm going to go for all the marbles. 13 to win 30. I don't mind. Depending on what he has. La 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 bamba da 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 da. Oh wow, I flop a complete wrap and a flush draw. Like, what am I ever behind here? Oh, no, no. No, no, don't time me out, card gods. What'd it do? Oh my goodness. No. No. Oh, that's really gross. I was just checking my messages and I can't believe my internet's that bad, but it is. 4-5-7-7. I like this hand. Interesting. We flop absolute error. And can I continue with this hand? It would not be prudent. Why is this timing out? Well, a buddy of mine just got fifth in the free roll for the 10K main event. Played all the way down to, he was five-handed, and then he was like, the blinds were just so big, it was just basically a shove fest and pure gamble. That sucks. Ooh, top pair, gut shot, straight draw, nut flush draw. I mean, we have so much of the board, you can make the argument not to bet, but now we have two pair. This really favors my range. What the hell is going over there? So I think we still have to continue here. I mean, he could have 7-8. I mean, if he had 7-8, I think he would have raised him a flop. So, okay. Now that I have the nuts, I'm gonna check because if he had a king, I could see him playing this hand like this with the king high flush draw. And so I'm gonna let him hang himself. this looks very bluffy. It also looks very nutty. So I think I maximized the most out of that one. Maybe if I min raise on the river, I might be able to get a king high flush draw to call. So I guess I could have min raised. So far on this hand, what am I down 300 and down 330? And on this hand, I am up to 350. So $20 in the profit. Again, doing this, wow, just flop gen and let's go. Flop gen with clubs. Wow, this is one of, I mean, 9 jack ace. Wow, I have a redraw. Now I don't have the nuts. Here I have to call. I mean, this really favors my range. I'm never letting this hand go, not yet. That's the brickest of all bricks in the world. Like, okay, so Lucky Noah is giving up over here. And then what is he doing over here? Ah, that's so gross. That's like so gross. I mean, he's representing Jack Queen here. Like, I mean, he could have Jack 8, he could have Jack 7. It's like literally the worst turn for me. Like, I think you get 30 bucks out of me now. If you had Jack Queen, if you had a Stone Cold Bluff, it's a good bet. If you have Pocket Queens, it's a good bet. I like the blockers. But yeah, that flop, I'm like hoping for a check raise. See, and that sometimes you go for the old check raise and it completely backfires. Again, there's 1,000 different ways you can play Palo at Omaha, and most of them are going to be correct. You don't have to play one specific style. You don't have to play ultra conservative. You don't have to play like way loose aggressive. Like this call right here is pretty loose aggressive. But I'm going up against 2 big stacks, plus he's stuck and he's on tilt. So like a red deuce would just really burn his ass right now. Oh man, I almost thought that was a red deuce for a minute. Like, but now we actually pick up some good showdown value. We've got aces and fives with the king kicker. So one of them calling signifies like nut spades, one of them betting. Like he could have jacks full. I'm just gonna get out of the hand. I don't mind it that much, heads up, but 3 ways. Yeah. Yeah, jacks full. So all right, ace 5 7 9. And all right. Oh, this is actually yeah, this is a decent flop for us. We obviously have the nut blocker. We do have a 5, so we have a 5 blocker, and we have a 9. So we actually have a pair and a gutter ball straight. So like a 4 or an 8 obviously gives us a straight. Um, Now the nice thing is, since Noah has enough chips that I can bluff with the ace hearts, I will call this. If an 8 comes up, that's even better. So now he's got to be thinking, would I be calling with a set here? And I do have a 7, so I do have a set blocker. But I'm actually going to play this one a little bit tighter because I can still hit an 8 or a 4 or a heart. Even if a heart came in and went check, I could buy it then. So he's got 4 or 5, and after checking the turn with nothing changing on the river, I just have to muck it. Or you could have pocket 7s. Or you could just have blockers. I took the lower variance route, but if a heart comes on the river and he checks it, I'm bombing it. If he bets 50 into 150, I think I'm bombing it as well. what did Will say? It sounds like he's only got a few more in. So it looks like the stream's gonna be winding down. So maybe what I'll do is